Okay, so let's just start. I want all of your attention towards here. Okay, ready? We're going to do a quick drill. Right. I want all of you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Okay, when I say like close your eyes. Now imagine something that you always wanted to do. Always. Despite of your education background, despite of your family background, social background, community, anything. What do you always wanted to do? Done? All are done? Ready? Say ready. Imagine. Okay. Have you seen what you wanted to do? Say yes. Okay. Now open your eyes. Now ask your question. Ask a question from yourself. Okay. Is this the one thing that you are doing right now? If the answer is yes, then all the best. If the answer is no, then I think still you need to chase your dreams, right? I want a loud audience, okay? I can speak without the mic also, so I want a loud audience. So your voice should come till me, so that I can get affirmation that you guys are listening to me and you guys are with me, right? We'll have an interactive session. Cool? Okay. There's one quote. At the end of the session, I want you guys to believe in few quotes, whatever, whether it's by me or it's with someone else or it's your own thoughts, okay? So I go with a quote that I blindly follow. Not blindly sometimes, but sometimes I follow blindly. There's a quote that I follow and I believe in. And when I started understanding the meaning of that quote, something changed. The quote goes, never judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. Never ever judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. Because what happens if we are expecting a fish to climb a tree? What will happen? The fish will feel like she's nothing, right? That happens with us. Sometimes we do something that doesn't come from our inside. Okay. We don't want it to do, we don't want to do it, but we are doing because the society wants us to do, right? Am I correct? So that's what we are doing, and that's what I think we are doing blindlessly, and we don't even know that we are doing without any intentions. That's how all started. कहते हैं ना, दूसरों के सपने क्यों जीना जब खुद के ही सपने सोने नहीं देते, correct? वही होता है. So we need to live our own dreams. I wanted to tell one quick story about myself. Like back in my engineering days, when I was actually in engineering hostel, I used to watch videos like TEDx and some platforms where people come and speak and share their experiences. I never imagined that there would be one day that I'll be standing on this platform. I used to tell my friends, bro, you know, one day I want to be in that platform. I want to go upstairs and I want to express my thoughts with all these people. And my friends used to laugh. Like laugh as in a funny way, in a friendly way. That, okay, we'll see. And I want to tell that young boy, the younger version of myself, who was imagining that dream in 2007 and 2008, that boy, you made it. You are on the stage right now. I come from a family background where most of the people are into education. Like my mom is a principal in a state government school, my dad is an engineer, my sister is a professor. I come from a very humble background. So what happens, my dad was an engineer in HL, as I said, so it instilled a love of aviation and defense inside me. I always wanted to join a defense forces like Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force. And because of my mom being a principal, she introduced me with books and other aspects of storytelling. But I never knew that one day I'll be actually doing what my mom is actually asking me. Not asking me indirectly, but actually fetching inside me like, yeah, read the book, read the stories. You want to be a storyteller. I was hardly used to listen radios earlier, but because of my mom, I started listening radios for radio show, like AM, FM shows. In 2009, when I was in my +2, there was a time when I had to decide my career path. But before that, what happens? When I was in class 6, one of my teachers came to me and asked, Anurag, what do you want to become? That time I was not aware of the word entrepreneur because I was not that good with the vocabulary. So I used to say I want to do something for my own. I want to build my own thing. Be a businessman or anything, but I don't know what we call in English. It used to be entrepreneur. That time I had no idea what I'm going to do. In 2007, when I was in class 10, there was a moment when you have to decide what you need to do after class 10, right? Either you need to take science, either you need to take commerce. I wanted to be economics student, but I couldn't. Why? Because I think we all can understand. I have to choose engineering. The reason is because of my background, because of society pressure, because of other norms. Because there was no any unconventional career path at that time available for me. When I was in class 12, I completed my class 12. I thought of going for engineering. I gave an engineering examination. You know what was my rank? Any guesses? What was my engineering rank? And to be honest, I was a class topper. So any idea what was my engineering in state government? Any idea? Just random guess. Louder. I don't feel bad here. Okay, so my engineering rank was 44,000 plus in state government examination. 44,000 plus. Okay. And at the same time, I have given a different examination for different entrance. It was fashion designing. Never in my wildest dream I have thought like I'll give an exam of fashion designing. Okay. And you know what was my rank in fashion designing all over India? It was 249 all over India. I got admission into the best college of fashion designing, that was NIFT Mumbai. I cracked NIFT Mumbai. वो कहते हैं ना कुछ भी करो सबसे बेस्ट जगह से करो. I was at the best place. But you know what happened? As I told you, I always remembered one dream of me, that I wanted to join defense forces. And it was told to me that if I go for fashion designing or fashion photography, I will not be eligible for defense forces. So I dropped out from NIFT Mumbai. So I can say I'm a fashion blogger kind of, but does it feels like I look like more of a corporate guy, right? So let me fold my sleeves so that I should actually think that I am not in a corporate meeting right now. One end sleeve will work for the other also. It's taking more of a time because I have a NIFT dropout, so I don't know how to design. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, so the other part of the story, let's go. Now I feel more confident. Now I'm not a corporate guy anymore. So I dropped NIFT to join engineering. I chose a college in Ghaziabad. I studied from Ghaziabad. Very famous for unknown reason. Ghaziabad is a place, if you are aware of NCR, Delhi NCR. Yeah? I'm from Ghaziabad. I can speak Haryana. So what I learned in my engineering college, I chose this college because of one reason, because my college is a basketball court, and I'm a very, I think, good basketball player. I played open national clubs level. I chose that college just because of basketball. There was no reason. Because engineering, I thought like I can score good marks. It's not that hard for me, I can score good marks, but I wanted to play. So I chose engineering, but something that I wasn't aware of happened to me in second year of engineering. Luckily, some radio people came to my college and they said one thing: if anyone is interested in recording something for radio station, please come to our office. We'll check, we'll do audition and we'll record few ads. That kid, I was barely 18, 19 years old. I thought, okay, they are very serious about it. Let's go to their office and record some ad. I went, I did audition and I got selected. I recorded few ads. And that time I wasn't aware that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is what I was actually looking for, the passion, right? Later on in 2013, when I was actually coming out of my engineering, I went to radio jockey hunts in Delhi NCR and I bagged the internship in a radio station. I started working as radio jockey and I was like, I'm a celebrity dude now. I'm a radio jockey. Okay. I used to do a show called Tea Time Masti. I recorded ads, I recorded jingles, I did a lot of things. And then again, I got a call from an IT company in Noida. Now again, dream versus reality. I was actually close to my passion. I wanted to be a radio jockey. But what happened? This radio jockey was not paying me that much, but the IT job was paying me a hell lot of money. So I chose money. Indian, right? Sorry. So I chose money. It's basic need. Okay. I won't say like I don't want to be a filmmaker. It's basic need. Money was a basic need. I chose money. I went to my IT job. I started doing my IT job, and then I moved from Noida to Mysore to Chennai to Bangalore. It's been more than a decade, 11 years in IT. Currently working with one of the best US investment bank as a senior manager. And today here I'm standing not as a senior manager of investment bank. I'm standing as a storyteller. So there's something happened in between. So what I wanted to say, be it early or late, never leave your dream, okay, going unsettled. Okay, settle it. You have dreamed it, so make it. Make yourself proud. Last year something happened in my life. Something that has actually made me realize that I'm at the bottom of my life right now. होता है ना कि इतना गिर चुका था कि उसके बाद समझ में नहीं आ रहा था उठूं कैसे. Be it in a professional, be it in a personal, anywhere. There's a point in your life, okay, when you feel the lowest. It was that time of my life. And that time I recorded a voice note for me, sitting in night in my room, dim lights. I recorded a voice note just to make myself remember that I have done enough thing in my life, and this is not going to be end like this. Okay? And after weeks, I have posted that voice recording over the internet. I use a social media platform and I posted that voice recording. And I stopped. I didn't open that social media account for so many days. After a few days, I again opened that Instagram account, posted few more recordings. It was a recording not for anyone else, just for me, as a reminder that I need to keep coming back for these, what I have recorded right now. And boom, it got a lot of traction on social media, and people started commenting and people started calling me. At present, I have spoken to more than 700 people through Instagram, and one thing I have realized, most of the people who used to talk to me on Instagram through calls, I realized one thing, that they all need a listener. They don't need any advice from me, they just need listeners. And that's how something clicked. You know, I told you, right, I used to read books and all. There's a poetry that I read for the very first time because there was a line. One of my friends has told me one line, so I went back and read that poetry. The line was, और भी दुख है ज़माने में मोहब्बत के सिवा राहतें और भी हैं वसल की राहत के सिवा. I love that line. Okay, because most of the things people will say, "Yeah, why you are crying for that girl?" Right? It's not like that. There are many other things coming in your life. So I went back and read that poetry. The poetry goes like, मुझसे पहली सी मोहब्बत मेरे महबूब नमा, मैंने समझा था तू है तेरा शाह है, तेरा गम है तो गमे दहर का झगड़ा है, तेरी सूरत से बहारों का सफर. Now this comes my favorite line. तेरी आंखों के सिवा दुनिया में रखा क्या है, तू जो मिल जाए तकदीर निगू हो जाए, यूं ना था मैंने फकत चाहा था मुझसे पहली सी मोहब्बत में. And when I read this poetry, I used to read, before that I used to read a lot of poetry in Hindi, English, and I hardly used to consume that Urdu content, but I have read a lot of things, a lot of shairi I have read till now. I thought, okay, I write also sometimes. Let's record my own writings. I started recording and writing more and more and more. I wrote a lot of things. Okay. And let me give you one shairi from Rahat Indori Sahab. That is very good. Like, if you ever get stuck in any situation, okay, use that line. The line goes like, आँखों में पानी रखो, होठों पे चिंगारे रखो. आँखों में पानी रखो, होठों पे चिंगारे रखो. जिंदा रहना है तो तरकीबें बहुत सारी रखो. It means if you're stuck at one point, right, there always another way to crack that door. So make sure you utilize all your resources that you have. Never get stuck. And this line helped me a lot whenever I get stuck, right? Even during my corporate meetings, like I'm a corporate guy, whenever I'm in corporate meetings, I get stuck, like I don't have anything to say, what should I do? So I create another bug. That's what I do. I create bugs. If there's no problem, I create a problem. Now you deal with the solution because I don't have anything to talk, right? So that's how. Though it's also a bad example, never create a fucking production environment, but you can do it. So that's started, and okay, then when you start doing something for your own, right, you will start getting the love that you always desired for. Because this was happening inside my head, social media was already going up, and suddenly I started getting messages from neighborhood countries. I got messages from Pakistan, US, UK, Canada, Sri Lanka, many more. And that time I realized, bhai, ye awaaz of international ho gayi hai. Let's do something. Okay? And I met some people who has helped me a lot to put up a show. Till now I have did live shows, I have been to other colleges also as a guest, as a performer. I used to do storytelling. I don't do shairis and poetries over there. I used to do I'm doing storytelling. So when it happened, I went back and I always thought, like, what should I tell that old kid, that young kid, who was in a room, sitting and telling his friend, bro, one day I want to be on that stage. Now I am at the stage. I did shows. I'm a storyteller. People are actually recognizing me. Okay? And to be honest, if you're coming from a very humble background, there are small things that makes you happy. The best incident in my life happened. It might sound silly, it might sound egoistic, but it's not. It is one of the moments that I will cherish for an entire lifetime, I think. My first ever recognition in public. I was traveling from Bangalore to Delhi for a Delhi event. Taking a morning flight 4:30, going into the flight, and what happened next was the best moment till this day. I got offered a free chai, though it's expensive, but it's okay. I got offered a free chai. Then the crew called me. They gave me a card. They clicked the pictures of with me. And then I asked, why? They said, we know you, who you are. You did a story. I did a story. Before that, I did a story that says chai did about 35,000 feet. It was a beautiful story of having a chai conversation in an airline. And they have listened to those stories. And that's what. And that was my first ever public recognition. And being from a humble background, from a small town kid coming and getting this kind of recognition was big for me. And I think I did it. I made it. That's it. I don't want anything else in my life. The journey started from there, and it's still going on. Okay. Wherever I go, I meet people. And the best part, you know what? It's not about random meet and greet. The people comes with their problems. They wanted to share a part of life with me. They tell me their stories. It's more than enough. What I wanted to say, this is your story. Okay? Never let anyone to run your story. Because when you're leaving this world, right, people will always remember you, what you did. If you will be like a normal person, they might not remember you. If you always walk into someone else's path, they will not remember you. Create your own path. They will try to mend you, they will try to bend you, but they cannot stop you. Right? And in case anything goes wrong in your life, if at present you are feeling like I'm stuck, nothing is happening in my personal life, in my college life, okay, if you have placement seasons, you're not getting a job, or something is bad happening with you, right? Always remember one thing. It's a matter of time. Okay? This will change. There's one line that I always write whenever I go, and one advice that I always give whenever anyone asks, right? And it's not an advice actually, it's just a line. The line says, ये वक्त ही तो है, ये बदल जाएगा. कभी अच्छा था, कभी बुरा है, फिर से अच्छा हो जाएगा. Okay? Do you have time? So I just wanted to wrap up this speech, and again I wanted to tell that old kid back there sitting in his backyard that, boy, you made it. Thank you so much, guys.